Hi, Faith Church. Most of you probably know me, but if you don't, I'm Val Priggy, and I'm the office manager here at Faith. If you watched last week's video, you had a chance to meet my handsome husband, Stu Priggy. He paid me to say that. Just kidding. He's not only handsome, he's a pretty great guy. I've been on staff now for 4 years, and I absolutely hate it. No, just kidding. I love it. God answered my prayers in opening the doors for me to work here. I do see my job as more than just a job. It's also a way that I can serve in ministry in some way. I love all of you here at Faith, and it is my privilege to serve our pastors. I work for and with an amazing group of pastors. Let me tell you, they love Jesus and they love you, Faith Church. These same pastors have been bugging me now for over a year to do one of these videos. Well, God also pushed me a little, and here I am stepping way out of my comfort zone. So it's something I feel like God told me to do. I'm choosing to obey, even though it's very hard. In obedience to God as well, I feel like He wanted me to encourage and exhort all of you who attend church here to get plugged in and to serve here at Faith. Most of you probably are involved in some way, and I praise God and thank you for that. But there are many others who might say, I'm too busy, too tired, too ill, too whatever you want to fill in the blank with. I get that, but I also know that with serving God comes great joy and great fulfillment. We are also in obedience to God when we serve. Deuteronomy 11:13 reads, "And if you will indeed obey my commandments that I command you today, to love the Lord your God and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, he will give you the rain for your land in its season." And it goes on to list the promise that God will take care of our physical needs when we obey and serve. We also drop down to verse 16, and it says, "Take care lest your heart be deceived and you turn aside and serve other gods and worship them." I think that it would be harder to turn aside and serve other gods when we are actually busy serving the one true God in acts of service to him. Of course, I know our families come first, but I think we can find time in our busy schedules as well. I am thankful that for all of my adult life, I have been able to serve God in some capacity. I serve him by serving my husband, my family, and my friends, but I also serve God by serving in the local church that I attend. Sometimes I hear people say, I don't have time. I think we make time for the things that are important to us. Shouldn't serving God be on that list? I've always been a very busy person and mom. I homeschooled my 3 children, had 3 kids running in different directions. One son played on a traveling hockey team, and for many years, my husband was active duty Air Force and traveled a ton. Then once the kids left home, I began to work full time, so I do know firsthand what busy looks like. Throughout it all, I've made it a priority to serve. So that brings me to opportunities and ways to serve God here at Faith. I will just briefly touch on a variety of things. This first thing is most beneficial, I think, and that's getting involved in a small group of some kind, either in your home or here at the church in a Bible study, or even teaching a children's class can be a small group. Having other people over to fellowship and share a meal. We can make a meal or pick up dinner for a family in need, or a family that just had a new baby, or recently had a family member in the hospital. If you're musically gifted, you can serve on the worship team, or you can help out with the sound. You don't even need to be musically talented to run slides. So there's that area as well. If you have kids or just happen to love kids, volunteer in children's ministry. This has always been one of my favorite places to serve, and I find it very rewarding. As my kids grew up, I brought them alongside to help serve as well. Body Life is a team of people that set up, coordinate food, and clean up after church events. There's also a need for friendly people to greet others as they come through the front door of the church. And this is also a great way to get to know others. Ushers are the ones responsible for the security here at Faith. There's also a global and local missions teams. They meet monthly, and they coordinate a lot of our missionary events, and they're responsible for praying for around and for those missionaries. You can also pray during one of the worship services and then attend the other service. You can even do this from your own home. You can also be a part of the prayer line, and when urgent prayer requests come in, you can be a part of praying for those requests. For ladies, if you sew, we have a quilting ministry, and there's also the women's ministry team. Jim Lujan does an excellent job around here with the maintenance, but every now and again, he might need a hand with a project. I also have several ladies that faithfully help me and here in the office. I want to thank you all for your continued help and support. So there's many various ways you can serve here at Faith. I apologize if I've left anything or anyone out. If you want to serve in any way, please come talk to me, and I can point you to the contact person. And I will leave you with one more verse that says, "Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing." And that's from Psalm 102. May God bless you, Faith Church.